Hello and welcome. You tune into Market Fatafat with me, Ankita Saxena, and with me is Kanishka Sarkar. In the next half an hour, we'll take you through all the top buzzers in the trading session, why they are buzzing on the back of news flow or in the back of technicals. But first up, let's take stock of how the market is shaping up. After hitting that record high on the Nifty, we seem to have moderated a bit. In fact, we have cooled off from there on. We are at 26,326. In fact, Nifty is facing a bit of a resistance at 26,350 is where the resistance is coming in, and we are managing to hold on to 26,200 or 250 levels, but we are at hovering around the lowest point of the day as far as Nifty is concerned right now. So we have fallen off the cliff as far as Nifty is concerned. Nifty Bank also seems to have moderated since morning. In fact, from the day's highs, we are down almost 155 odd points on Nifty Bank. It has slipped into the red as well at the lowest point of the day right now, with very, very flat moves coming in on Nifty Bank as well. Now, remember, a lot of updates, operational updates have been coming in as far as the banking names are concerned, and good set is what we have been seeing so far. But let's pull up the charts for the broader market. The mid-cap is trading in the red right now. Even that has slipped into the red, has moderated from the day's highest point. Very, very flat moves, 0.04% downtick on Nifty mid-cap. Small cap also has given up those gains that we saw coming in the morning, but that's the only basket that's holding out in the green. Very marginal gains has been given up, but it is holding on to gains of more than 0.5%. So that's a clear outperformer in the market, the small cap space. As far as the sectors are concerned, we have Nifty Realty that's shining away. Now remember, Soba has come out with its operational updates, and Soba is trading up 4% in the trading session. Then we have Lodha, Godrej Properties, Anantraj, Prestige, all of them trading upwards of 1+%. We have Nifty Media and Auto also that are doing very well in trading session. On the losing side, we have Nifty IT that's trading down 1.2%, and Nifty Energy that is trading down 0.4%. So IT and energy not doing well, but the rest of the sectors are still holding on to some gains. Now remember, the interesting thing to note here is today we do have a lot of volatility in the market. Look at India VIX. That has spiked up more than 6.5%, and therefore the sharp volatility that you're seeing, as far as the frontline index is also concerned, if you can pull up India VIX, that is up in a way 6.5% in today's session, and that is creating a lot of volatility in the market. Now, advanced decline ratios is now tilted in the favor of declines, and we do have a couple of names that have been doing well, like the defense pack on the back of that US attack on Venezuela. We have the defense names that are buzzing in trade. On the back of that, we have the oil and gas sector that is also in focus on the back of that. So largely, this is how the market is shaping up, Kanishka.
Absolutely. So that's how the market is looking like, and it's several pockets of the market which are actually doing good, whether it's the small cap or the defense space. But let's move on and discuss all the top buzzers in trade today, all the individual stocks that are in focus. And on the technicals, today we are joined by Samit, Chawan, the head of research, technical and derivatives at Angel One. Hi Samit, very good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us today. So let's get started talking about all the buzzers in trade today. And first up, we have HDFC Bank. Now, this one is under pressure today. Despite the steady growth numbers it has reported as far as the Q3 update is concerned. However, now the focus is on margin and liquidity concerns other than the headline growth that is being ignored. Now, in Q3, that is of FY26, as per the provisional updates, advances have grown nearly 12% on a year-on-year basis, while deposits, they have risen nearly 11.5%. However, deposit growth that continues to trail loan growth on a sequential basis, keeping funding pressures intact. Now, the key concern is on the liability side. CASA growth was muted at just about 1% on a sequential basis, while the CASA ratio that has slipped to 33.6%. That's down about 27 basis points. Now, this indicates rising dependence on higher cost term deposit, and adding to this, the loan to deposit ratio that has also climbed from 98.98% to 99.5%. So yes, on the back of all of these factors, despite a good growth, HDFC Bank is facing pressure, trading at the day's lowest point, down about 2% in trade right now.
All right, keeping with the banking pack, then Samit, you have picked out Union Bank for us. On the charts, what do you see? That stock is also trading up 2.8%. Also, they have come out with their quarter 3 updates, and the advances have jumped 7% on a year-on-year basis. So Union Bank is also doing very well on the back of that. On the charts, what are the levels to watch out for?
Good afternoon. Well, within the banking space, if you see past 6 months performance, then clearly PSU banking has been one of the outperforming space within the banking basket. And now Union Bank, which has been a steady mover of late, we have seen a good support base coming in somewhere around 146, and in last 4 or 5 days this particular stock has again resumed its upward trajectory. On the daily time frame charts, we can clearly see a breakout happening from previous, cluster of 156, 157. And if you look at the volume activity, it has risen substantially. So stock is now trading at its, almost at multi-year highs. It is likely to challenge its 2024 highs as well. So going ahead, 170, 172, these are the next important levels to watch out for. It's a buy on decline candidate. And now previous resistance of 156 would act as a very strong support in the near term.
All right, so those are the levels to watch out for on Union Bank. But let's move on to the other pack that is doing very well besides the banking. It's the oil and gas space. Reliance and ONGC, the shares that are linked to oil companies after US raided Venezuela, abducting its president Nicolas Maduro and his wife. Now, analysts said that these stocks may benefit from the rising tensions. Now, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation shares almost jumped 2% in the early trading hours, while Reliance Industries rose almost 1% to hit its fresh 52-week high. Now, the rise in Reliance Industry has pushed the market value of India's most valuable company closer to almost 22 lakh crore mark. Now, the US carried out operations Absolute Resolve, carrying out airstrikes on targets across Venezuela and capturing its president and first lady. And this comes after months of mounting military and economic pressure. On the back of that, now remember, Venezuela has the highest oil reserves in the world, almost 1/5 of the oil reserves in the world. And on the back of that, oil stocks are in focus today. Like Reliance has given up all those morning gains, as you can see, is at the lowest point of the day right now, but nonetheless in focus on the back of that news flow.
All right, so all of those oil-related counters in focus. But Samit, you have picked out one from the cement pack, JK Cement. Very good moves coming in today. But if you look at the past month's trend, it's been anything but a seesaw. But going forward in 2026, do you expect this momentum that we are seeing today to solidify?
The stock has been a laggard since last 4 odd months. It has already corrected quite sharply from the levels of 7,500 and now around 5,500. It is now trying to find some base. So 5,500 has been acting as a strong support in last 4 odd weeks. And with today's price action, stock has managed to give some move, from its important support of 5,500, 5,550. If you look at the volume activity, it suggests that this move is likely to continue at least for next 2 to 3 weeks. So once the stock surpasses 6,000 on a closing basis, we can see that 5,500 would act as a near-term bottom, and then probably the stock would make an attempt towards 6,500, 6,800 in next couple of months' time. So overall, yes, bias remains positive. It has been a steady mover. It has been a slow mover, in fact. So once the stock surpasses 6,000, yes, 6,500, 6,700 clearly on cards.
All right, with that, it's time for us to slip into a short break. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we're getting you more buzzes on the other side. Stay tuned.